about coming back, why I was gone, why I'm back, what's to come. Just hop right into it. I'm gonna be not focusing too much on having a good time. So let's just start off why I quit. About a year and a half or so ago, I started getting symptoms of carpal tunnel in my wrists, and I wasn't sure what it was, went through a little phase of figuring out what was going on, but it was heavily affecting my ability to fly. So what was for whoever doesn't know what carpal tunnel is, there's a nerve in your wrist, and if you bend your wrist too much, like playing phone games or just have the wrong posture for flying, you kind of pinch this nerve or whatever, and it just kind of fucks you up. Like I'll explain what was happening to my hands. So like I would fly for maybe 10-15 minutes, and it would feel like my fingers were losing blood flow and they would just go numb. Which is something I was able to kind of fight through. Like, other than it being uncomfortable, I was kind of able to fight through it. But then once it got to a point where I noticed it definitely slows down my movement. Like, I have to, let's say like you're lifting a 5-pound weight, but once my fingers went numb, it'd be like a 10-pound weight in a sense. So like I had to put more effort into just even turning, like doing a simple turn like through this gate. Like it'd be putting more effort on my fingers just because they're numb. It felt like they were frostbitten or like just cold, and they would get cold as well. So that was one of the symptoms, other than also just pain in my wrists. And yeah, so I had a choice because my job at the time was loading semi-truck trailers with very heavy boxes, very wrist-heavy job. And I realized like I had to pick between the two. I couldn't do both. So of course I chose the one that was making me money. So that's kind of why I quit, is I didn't know how to handle it. Even I heard people saying like, this is something that, can be, like you can deal with carpal tunnel. There's cures and ways to fix it, you can stretch and whatnot. But I was not willing to risk any more damage to my wrists. So I made the tough decision of just completely quitting everything wrist related besides my job. So I quit competitive phone games, I quit FPV. I made sure I was like having correct posture, like when I played on my Xbox or PlayStation. Kind of stopped typing. I just stopped using my laptop in general. Did no typing other than texting on my phone. So that's kind of what happened to me. But now, fast forward a year and a half later, and I miss FPV. This is my therapy time. It's very therapeutic. Just, like right now I'm not listening to music, so if I wasn't talking, I would just be kind of stuck with my thoughts, dealing with my problems. And I realized that eliminating my FPV flying kind of also eliminated that. I'm not the type to sit down and try to meditate. I do enjoy going outside for walks, but haven't made a habit of doing it every day. And then finally I came back because for some reason I feel productive when I am doing this. When I'm flying, whether it just be practicing, just grinding a track, or just trying to get better, for some reason I feel productive. But if I do something like, I don't know, play Rust on my PlayStation PS5 like I have been doing, I just don't feel productive. There's like a little bit of guilt underneath where I'm doing it, like I'm just wasting my time. And I don't understand why I feel productive when I'm doing this, but there's not that underlying guilt of wasting my time when I'm flying, even on Velocidrone. So I'm trying to get back into this for a little bit of mental health and just productivity, just have something to do, a hobby. But I'm going to try to do things a little differently. I also missed making YouTube videos. I feel like that was the only time I used my creative side, was in video editing and uploading and thumbnails and titles and all that. It's the only actual time I kind of am creative. I enjoy being creative, like drawing. I just don't think I'm good at it, and I feel like this is a little more rewarding. Just being able to share it. Kind of cruising here. I'm gonna shut up for a second. Oh, I lost track. Alright, so I feel productive doing this. It's therapeutic. I'm pretty decent at it. I was also curious to see how well the muscle memories would be coming back from a year or so later. I've only flown this past week, so I'd say the muscle memories are there about 70%. I've only lost roughly 30% of my skill, and it feels like it's mainly just the fingers, not like I have no problem keeping up with my eyes. My eyes have no problem. My brain has no problem. It's my fingers that are... They need to be de-rusted a bit. Lube them up with some WD-40, scrape off all the rust. Get this machine going again. I don't even know where I got damaged. So yeah, that's kind of where I've been. That's why I'm back. And I want to try to make YouTube videos again. So that's why I'm doing this right now. I want to try something different, something that's kind of like missing from the FPV YouTube sphere, which is just some casual live commentary while flying, not really caring about too much of the skill or anything. Just want, just something to chill out, listen to. I don't know what I'll be talking about in these videos. Probably just whatever is on my mind or is going on in my life. Right now I'm unemployed, so I have plenty of time to destroy my wrist some more. Oh yeah, speaking of destroying my wrist, I'm actually ordering some new thumb grippies from AliExpress, so they're going to take forever to get here from China, but I'm currently pinch gripping with my index fingers and my thumbs on both joysticks on my Radiomaster Boxer, and I know that I can only do this for so long. I can only use my wrist for so long, so I ordered some of the joystick thumb grippies, kind of the style you'd see on an Xbox controller or something. So for now, I'm just going to enjoy getting back into FPV, enjoy the skills that I have with pinch grip, but probably at some point I'm going to try to switch and try to become a thumb flyer, and I already know that's not going to look well on my flying abilities. It's going to definitely set me back pretty far. Luckily the knowledge is all there in my head on how to fly these things. I can fly it fast with pinch grip once I'm warmed up and back into this. But anyways, I was saying, I think I'm around like 70% of my skill levels from, maybe 75-80% of my skill levels from 1.5 years ago, from taking a 1 year, from taking a break. I wasn't, there was no FPV on my mind. I wasn't flying, I wasn't thinking about it, nothing, for over a year. Now I'm back, and it's kind of amazing how well this skill has stayed with me, because I feel like I could be back right where I was in just a week or two, maybe like a month tops, and I would be like kind of near my peak flying abilities, right back to pushing new limits. So it's actually a really nice feeling. Like, I was worried I would just be dog shit and I would just quit right away, but I'm here and I'm not queer, but I'm pretty quick. Like, this is no slow flying, you know? It doesn't feel like I'm completely restarting. Like, it's all the knowledge is there in my head. My eyes are caught up. They have no problem keeping up, so it's more just waiting on the fingers to remember the right amount of roll, all that fun stuff. Make sure my roll and yaws are lining up. Like, my biggest issue was I came back, I tried flying like last week and did it for a couple hours, but I was flying on the twig and not a 5-inch, so there's not much momentum. It's more just reactionary. And I realized my reaction time is still solid, you know, age of 24, nothing to worry about too much there. But it's like the momentum on the 5 inches I'm struggling with to remember timing it wise. Like, I'm forgetting to roll on the switchback. Like, I need to roll it more like a fucking fighter jet. Just turn that bitch 90 degrees sideways and fucking zoom around in a circle, you know? Kind of just rambling now. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about where I've been, why I'm back. And then I think pretty much wraps up what I want to talk about in this first video. The goal, I'm not sure what the goal is right now, but I think the goal is to upload more YouTube videos. Try this out a bit more. Just do it for fun, as a hobby, creative thing to do, YouTube wise, and then FPV for the competitive, therapeutic stuff. So that's kind of why I'm back. And where I want things to go is probably just a couple more YouTube videos of trying this style out, live commentary flying. And then I'll probably just segue this video into me getting my best time on this lap I'm currently flying. What is this called? It says at the bottom of the screen, FMV NAFL, who stacked those gates, I believe. It is October 9th. This is going to be the FMV racing track for tonight. It's Thursday, so nobody has raced on this yet. People are just practicing, and I don't know if I'll be attending that tonight or not. Still thinking about it. I don't know. I know what am I trying to say? I know the pressure will be on when I'll be feeling the pressure if I try to do a live race right now, because I already can't fly that well. It's not that the skills is not there, it's just the consistency is definitely not there. Yeah, so anyways, I think I've talked enough. I think the end of this video will just be me getting my fastest time on this track. Probably a little bit of music over top. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully soon more will come. Probably more interesting topics next time. Alright, bye.
Cause you know this world, they quick to broadcast your failures and slow to sing your praises. You know? Yeah, I want you to know that I see you. I want you to know that I'm proud. I know you too humble to flex. I want you to know you allowed. Yeah, I ain't being quiet about it. I want you to know it out loud. Just want you to know it. Just want you to know it. Yeah, I know when you started your road was the hardest. You got it up out of the mud. Some people get down and they just end up drowning. You made it up out of the flood. You counted your blessings and saw your losses as lessons. You knew what it was. I know sometimes it feel like it don't matter, but I'm here to tell you it does. Want you to know that it ain't nothing small to flourish through all of your flaws. I know that daily you be overcoming and don't get a round of applause. Know it was mornings you ain't wanna get up and you had to silence alarms. Just want you to know it. Just want you to know it, yeah. Yeah, trust me, I know it ain't easy. Running your race like a relay. Just tryna find out how far you really can go. Yeah, putting in work like a briefcase. every weekend, every weekday. See you, my dog, I'm proud. I want you to know. I want you to know.